Paige Bueckers gets to her spots. This is a tough shot. A runner while she's leaning and still gets it to drop. We saw the one earlier where
Indiana Fever just put on a show.
Caitlin Clark destroyed the Dallas Wings.
Hey, Caitlin Clark in 24 minutes.
3 rebounds, 13 assists, 5 steals.
It was beautiful work all the way around. It was a performance of the ages.
Caitlin Clark reminded everybody who she is through her playmaking.
Caitlin Clark welcomes Paige Bueckers to town. They had some classic college matchups in the NCAA tournament. And now they meet as pros for the very first time. Clark sidestepping 3. Clark the flick ahead. Oh, beautifully done. Touchdown Fever. Screen has it taken away. Just a second turnover for Clark as Bueckers snaps that one. Bueckers through the contact to the bucket in the pass. Bueckers. He's absolutely astonished she didn't get the whistle. Clark backing down Quinterly. 6 to shoot, fading away, and dropping it in.
What if I told you the most electrifying rivalry in women's basketball isn't just about skill or stats, but survival? Caitlin Clark walked into the WNBA with history on her back and a target on her chest. Game after game, she's faced hard fouls, silent whistles, and cold shoulders. Yet, as Clark endured, Paige Bueckers, her longtime rival, began to thrive in her shadow. No bruises, no controversy, just buckets. But now, the spotlight's shifting. Clark didn't just survive the toughest league welcome, she's using it as fuel. And as she stands strong, the pressure's mounting on Paige. What happens when the hunted starts hunting back? This isn't just Clark versus Bueckers anymore. This is the battle for the future face of the league, and it's only just begun.
Caitlin Clark's first bucket of the night was a long 3-pointer, and she was excited for that. A lot of fans were excited for that because it still seems like she's not shooting at the highest clip. She also had a big block, and that was also like a good momentum shift for the Indiana Fever. Like we normally see Caitlin Clark, but she did have 2 3-pointers tonight, and she was 4 for 12 from the field. So like I said, she's still not shooting at the percentage as she normally would.
When Caitlin Clark stepped onto the court this season, expectations were sky high. Clark had quickly established herself as one of the most electrifying players in the WNBA. Her range, vision, and scoring ability putting her on a trajectory to become a household name. But with rising stardom often comes rising pressure, and for Clark, that pressure came in the form of what many called a harsh, even unfair treatment. Opposing teams doubled down on their defense, officials called tight fouls, and the media dissected her every move.
Impact on the... She is... I've said it a million times. Caitlin Clark is as good a passer as I've ever seen. Not WNBA, like basketball player. She's on the level of LeBron James and Magic Johnson, and the dynamics and make the team so dangerous. You know, you think people can look at the score. Look at how many points the Fever were able to put on the board. And yes, Caitlin has some great teammates. She's a basketball genius in the way she sees the floor. And see, like that pass that she made to Sophie Cunningham, ridiculous. You know, no one is dissing or taking away from her teammates. I mean, look at that. Howard had 18 points in this game, 8 of 9 from the floor. When she's running the floor like that and spacing the floor like that, whoo, look out.
Fans began to wonder, was Clark being unfairly targeted because of her style, her personality, or simply because she was the league's newest threat?
Of course, Paige Bueckers, she ended the night with 21 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists, and she also had 2 steals.
On the flip side, Paige Bueckers, who had been dazzling fans with her smooth playmaking and clutch performances, seemed to be having an easier ride. Bueckers, known for her composure and basketball IQ, appeared less harried by the kind of intense defense Clark faced. Analysts noted her efficient shooting and ability to command the floor without drawing the same level of physical or officiating pressure. But then something unexpected happened. According to many analysts, Caitlin Clark's experience of harsh treatment didn't weaken her, it forged a new kind of toughness and mental edge. This transformation, they say, flipped the script on Paige Bueckers. Clark's resilience under pressure forced defenses to rethink their approach, and that recalibration disrupted the flow Paige had once enjoyed.
I mean, I feel like she's played in the same manner that she, has since she was, whether we were on the U16 team together, U19 team together, whether it was me watching her in AAU. Like, she's always just been smooth. But yeah, I think it's just that her ability to just be smooth and go with what the game's going to give her. She's never going to force anything. I think it's always been that, and she's just continued to stay true to that. She just plays way older than she is. Like, she's confident, she's smooth, she just does everything at a high level, can score from all 3 levels. And that's how she's always played.
Caitlin Clark has often spoken warmly about her long-standing relationship with Paige Bueckers, a bond that stretches back to their early teenage years. The two first crossed paths on the AAU and youth basketball circuits, where their mutual respect and competitive spirit quickly grew into a genuine friendship, even as they rose through the ranks as top high school prospects and later became college basketball icons. Clark at Iowa and Bueckers at UConn, their connection remained strong. Clark has noted that while they're fierce competitors on the court, off the court, there's always been a shared understanding of what it takes to succeed at the highest level. They've supported each other through injuries, high-pressure games, and the intense spotlight that comes with being the face of women's basketball. Their relationship is built on mutual admiration, trust, and a deep appreciation for each other's talent and work ethic. Now, as they both transition to the WNBA and begin new chapters in their careers, Clark has expressed excitement about continuing that connection, whether as rivals or potential teammates in the future. For her, the bond with Bueckers isn't just about basketball, it's rooted in years of growth, support, and shared dreams.
I know Caitlin, of course, we go way back, Midwestern, we had a lot of battles in AAU and stuff like that. We played together on Team USA. I think the biggest thing about her, she competes, and she's just a winner. She wants to win at all costs. And so I know going into that, it'll be a great matchup. I think she's just a competitor. She wants to win. She has just intangibles of the game. She knows how to play, great IQ. But I'm excited. It's great for the game, and to be at this level, on this high of stakes, to see where we were in AAU competing against each other. It's just really cool to see.
What's fascinating about this rivalry is that it goes beyond stats. It's not about who scores more points or racks up more assists. It's about intangibles, mental toughness, adaptability, impact. Clark has been forged in adversity, the kind that breaks some players. And instead of backing down, she's doubled down. She's learned how to lead a team, control a tempo, and find ways to win even when the shots aren't falling.
Clark, the flick ahead. Oh, beautifully done. Touchdown fever.
Beautiful, beautiful pass. Catch, in stride, finish. Beautiful basketball. In the air, gives Caitlin Clark the target. Barely over the fingertips of High.
This rivalry isn't just good for headlines, it's good for the league. It's bringing a level of attention the WNBA has been fighting for, and now it has it. Whether you're Team Clark or Team Bueckers, one thing is clear. The WNBA has two generational talents whose paths are destined to collide again and again. Their contrasting styles, personalities, and journeys are sparking debates, filling arenas, and capturing the imagination of a new wave of fans who've never cared this much about women's basketball until now.
Paige Bueckers, okay, she tried her best. If I was her, honestly, it's time to get your sports agent on the line and demand a trade. They even said, like, during that game, okay, the analysis, the analysts, okay, for that game, the broadcasters, they said Caitlin Clark has help. Paige Bueckers does not have any help. I don't want to hear that, she's on a 3-year rookie contract with the Dallas. No, because she needs help.
But as of now, Caitlin Clark has earned something priceless. Not just fans, but respect. Not just stats, but scars. And those scars, they tell the story of a player who didn't just survive the harshest treatment, she turned it into fuel, growth, and a defining moment in her young career that may shape the league's future. So what happens next? Will Paige step into the storm and thrive the way Caitlin did? Can Clark maintain her edge as the league keeps adjusting to her presence? And what does this rivalry mean for the next generation of WNBA stars coming up behind them? One thing's for sure, this isn't just about two players anymore. It's about legacy, pride, pressure, and rewriting the very future of the league. This battle isn't just heating up, it's about to redefine everything. Drop a comment below and let us know where you stand. Are you Team Clark, Team Bueckers, or just here for the show? Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because this WNBA season is about to get even crazier, and we'll be right here breaking it all down. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time.